All right, so let's do a one-sided limit here. Right. So now we're looking for the limit as x approaches 3, but only from the left. Okay. Now, again, we're evaluating this limit at 3. So if we want, could drop another one of these lines here. And again, since we're approaching 3 from the left, if it helps, let's just close off what's happening behind there, because what's happening behind that shade has nothing to do with the left-hand limit. Nothing at all. Okay? Remember that limits are anticipated y values. So what is happening if we trace this graph? So from the left, now again, we don't have to start all the way over here and trace. We could start right here if we wanted to, but sometimes it helps to get a little bit of a run up to this. So if I start here, some arbitrary point on the left side of 3, and I start to trace, here I'm approaching 2, and the y value is 1.25. Here we're at 1.5. Here we're slowly approaching a y coordinate of 2 as we get closer and closer to 3. So the limit is 2. That's it. That's the answer. That's the y coordinate that we would assume we're going to see when I pull this curtain back. Now, what happens? We have a point here, irrelevant, does not matter at all, okay, when it comes to evaluating the limit. And then we see that discontinuity, that jump down to here where there's a hole again. Right. And while I'm here, I might as well explain, even if this was a hole and this was a point, right? If it was reversed, the limit would still be 2, because that's the y coordinate that the function is approaching as we approach 3 from the left. Okay. So what is actually happening at this point is meaningless when we're looking at that one-sided limit. It only matters what I think this function is approaching, what I would anticipate to see if I pull this shade away. I would think the graph is probably just going to keep going up like this. Okay? The fact that it jumps down and starts decreasing, irrelevant. I would assume that it keeps going, so that's what I'm going to say the value of that limit is.